You think you know where your money goes? You budget for rent, food, gas. You think you're being responsible. But there's a silent killer in your pocket right now, taking your money every single month while you sleep. It's not a thief, it's not a scammer. It's something you said yes to, something you forgot about, something that's designed to be invisible until it's too late. The average American is hemorrhaging $430 every month to subscriptions they barely use. That's over $5,000 a year. Money that could pay off debt, money that could build an emergency fund, money that could change your life. Instead, it's funding someone else's yacht while you wonder why your paycheck disappears so fast. Netflix, Spotify, that gym you never visit, the meal kit you forgot to cancel, the app you tried once, the cloud storage you don't need. They're all connected to your bank account like IV drips, slowly draining your financial blood. And the worst part? You're not even aware it's happening. And if this feels familiar, if you've ever looked at your bank statement and wondered where the hell your money went, it's because this system was designed to make you forget. Here's how they got you. It started innocent enough. $9.99 for Netflix seemed reasonable. Then Spotify for your music. Hulu because Netflix didn't have that show. Amazon Prime because you needed fast shipping. Disney Plus for the kids. HBO Max because everyone was talking about that series. Each one felt small. Each one felt justified. But here's what they never told you. These companies have entire departments dedicated to subscription psychology. They study your habits. They know exactly when you're most likely to sign up and least likely to cancel. They make the sign-up process one click and the cancellation process a maze. They call it the subscription economy, but it's really the forgetting economy. They're betting on your laziness, your busy schedule, your assumption that you'll remember to cancel later. They're counting on you getting comfortable with that $10 charge showing up every month until it becomes invisible background noise. And it works. The average person has 12 active subscriptions but can only name 7 of them. Think about that. You're paying for 5 things right now that you completely forgot exist. Money leaving your account every month for services you're not using, apps you're not opening, benefits you're not claiming. But this is just the surface level of how deep this rabbit hole goes. Free trial, 2 words that have destroyed more budgets than any economic crisis. You see it everywhere. Try it free for 30 days, no commitment, cancel anytime, and it sounds like they're doing you a favor, giving you something for nothing. But free trials aren't generosity, they're psychological warfare. They know most people won't cancel. The data is brutal. 71% of free trial users forget to cancel before they're charged. That's not coincidence, that's strategy. They make you enter your credit card information up front, not because they need it for the free trial, but because they need that friction removed when the billing starts. Then, they do something even more sinister. They make the trial period just long enough for you to get comfortable, but just short enough for you to forget about it. 30 days is perfect. Long enough to integrate the service into your routine, short enough to slip past your memory. You get used to watching that show, listening to that playlist, using that app. When that first charge hits, you notice it, but you think, well, I am using it. I'll keep it for another month and decide later. But later never comes. Because they've already won. They've turned your good intention to evaluate the service into a recurring revenue stream. You're not a customer anymore, you're a subscriber. You're locked in. And the worst part is, they make canceling so deliberately difficult that even when you remember, you give up. Ever tried to cancel a subscription? Really tried? It's like trying to escape a casino. Every door you think leads to the exit actually leads to another room designed to keep you inside. They don't make it impossible, because that would be illegal. They just make it so frustrating that you give up. First, you can't find the cancel button. It's buried somewhere in account settings, under billing information, in a subsection called Manage Subscription. Never where logic says it should be. You spend 10 minutes clicking through menus like you're solving a puzzle just to find the option to stop giving the money. When you finally find it, they hit you with the retention team. Are you sure you want to cancel? How about 50% off for the next 3 months? What if we gave you premium features for free? They'll offer you everything except the one thing you actually want, which is to stop the recurring charge. Then comes the guilt trip. You'll lose access to all your saved content. Your playlists will disappear. Your download history will be deleted. Think of all the time you spent organizing everything. They make it sound like you're not canceling a service, you're abandoning years of digital life. Some companies make you call them. Sit on hold for 30 minutes just to talk to someone whose job is to convince you not to leave. Others require written notice sent by mail like it's 1975. They weaponize inconvenience against your own financial interests. But even if you navigate the maze and actually cancel, they're not done with you yet. You canceled Netflix last month, felt good about it, saved yourself 15 bucks. Then your favorite show dropped a new season and suddenly you're back, entering your credit card information like nothing happened. They knew you'd be back. They were counting on it. This is the resurrection strategy. They let you cancel, but they never really let you go. Your account stays dormant, not deleted. Your viewing history, your preferences, your saved content, all sitting there waiting for your inevitable return. When you resubscribe, everything is exactly as you left it, making it feel like you never really canceled at all. They send you emails. Just a friendly reminder about that show you loved. Oh, and here's a special offer just for former subscribers. Come back for just $5.99. They make leaving feel temporary and returning feel like coming home, because they know something about human psychology that you're just figuring out. You don't really want to cancel these services. You want to control them. You want to pay for them only when you're using them. But the subscription model doesn't allow that. It's all or nothing. Pay every month whether you use it or not, or lose access completely. There's no middle ground, no flexibility, no consideration for your actual usage patterns. So you get trapped in this cycle. Cancel when money gets tight. Resubscribe when you miss the convenience. Cancel again when you realize you're paying for nothing. It's like being in an abusive relationship with your entertainment. They know you'll keep coming back because they've made themselves essential to your routine. And while you're playing this game of subscription hopscotch, you're missing the bigger picture of what this is really costing you. Let's do some math that'll make you sick. That $430 a month in subscriptions? Over 10 years, that's $51,600. If you invested that same money in a basic index fund averaging 7% returns, you'd have almost $75,000 instead of a collection of apps you barely use. But it gets worse. Those subscriptions increase in price every year. Netflix started at $7.99. Now it's $15.99 for the same basic plan. Spotify went from $9.99 to $10.99. Amazon Prime jumped from $79 to $139 annually. They hook you at one price, then slowly raise it, betting you won't notice or won't care enough to leave. You're not just paying for entertainment, you're paying for the illusion of convenience. That meal kit subscription that costs $60 a week when you could buy the same ingredients for $20. That cloud storage for photos you never look at when your phone already backs them up for free. That meditation app when YouTube has thousands of free guided meditations. They've convinced you that monthly payments are smaller than they really are. $15 doesn't feel like much, but $15 times 12 months times 10 years is $1,800 for one service. Add up all your subscriptions over a decade, and you're looking at enough money to buy a car, make a down payment on a house, or completely eliminate your credit card debt. The convenience is real, but the cost is invisible. And that invisibility is exactly what's keeping you broke while making other people rich. But here's where the psychology gets really twisted. Here's the contradiction that's destroying your financial life, and you don't even see it. You'll spend 20 minutes at the grocery store comparing prices to save $3 on laundry detergent. You'll drive across town for cheaper gas. You'll use coupons, shop sales, hunt for deals on everything from toothpaste to tires. But you'll mindlessly pay for subscriptions you don't use without blinking. You'll comparison shop for a $50 purchase, but never audit the $500 a month leaving your account, automatically. You're penny wise and subscription foolish, and it's costing you everything. You know every price at the grocery store, but have no idea how much you're spending on digital services. You'll negotiate your cable bill, but never question why you need 17 different streaming platforms. You'll return a shirt that doesn't fit, but keep paying for a gym membership you haven't used in 6 months. The companies selling you subscriptions understand this contradiction and exploit it ruthlessly. They know you'll scrutinize a one-time purchase, but ignore a recurring charge. They price their services just below your pain threshold. $9.99 feels like nothing. $19.99 still seems reasonable. But those small amounts add up to massive transfers of wealth from your pocket to theirs. You're being financially bled to death by paper cuts while focusing on avoiding major wounds. Every month, hundreds of dollars disappear from your account for services you're not using, apps you've forgotten about, trials you meant to cancel. Meanwhile, you're stressed about having enough money for emergencies, wondering why you can't get ahead. And it gets worse because subscriptions have trained your brain to accept a dangerous new normal. Subscriptions have done something insidious to your relationship with money. They've normalized the idea that your income belongs to other people before you even see it. Every month, your paycheck gets automatically divided up between companies you barely think about. You've essentially put your financial life on autopilot and handed the controls to strangers. This is training you to accept recurring debt as normal. Your brain has been conditioned to see monthly payments as natural, inevitable, just part of modern life. $15 here, $25 there. It all feels manageable because it's spread out over time. But that's exactly how people end up financially trapped. You're living in a subscription economy where you don't own anything anymore. You rent your music, lease your movies, subscribe to your software, pay monthly for your games. Nothing is yours. Everything can be taken away the moment you stop paying. You're building a digital life on rented land, and the landlords keep raising the rent. This model has spread beyond entertainment. Now you can subscribe to cars, clothes, razors, coffee, vitamins, even toilet paper. They're trying to turn every aspect of your life into a recurring revenue stream. Soon there won't be anything left that you can just buy once and own forever, and the psychological impact is devastating. You start thinking in terms of monthly payments instead of total cost. You lose the connection between spending and consequences. Money becomes this abstract thing that automatically flows out of your account rather than something you actively choose to exchange for value. You're not making purchasing decisions anymore. You're making subscription decisions. And once you're subscribed, you stop thinking about whether you're getting your money's worth. But here's what they don't want you to realize about breaking free from this trap. Here's the truth. They're terrified you'll figure out. Most of what you're subscribing to has free alternatives that work just as well. YouTube has more content than Netflix. Free music apps exist. Your library has magazines, movies, and audiobooks. You don't need to pay for convenience when a little effort can save you thousands. Start with a subscription audit. Go through your bank statements for the last 3 months. Write down every recurring charge. Add them up. The number will shock you. Then cancel everything you don't use weekly. Not monthly, weekly. If you're not getting value from something at least once a week, you don't need it. For the subscriptions you keep, set calendar reminders to review them every 3 months. Treat them like contracts that need to be renewed, not automatic payments that run forever. Ask yourself if you're getting enough value to justify the cost. If the answer is no, cancel immediately. Stop signing up for free trials unless you're genuinely ready to pay for the service. The trial is not free if you forget to cancel. Set a phone alarm for 2 days before the trial ends. Better yet, just pay for 1 month. If you want to try something, it's more honest than pretending you'll remember to cancel. Own things instead of renting them. Buy movies you'll watch multiple times. Purchase software instead of subscribing to it. Build a music collection instead of paying monthly to access someone else's. It costs more upfront but saves money long term and gives you actual ownership. The subscription economy only works if you stay unconscious. The moment you start paying attention, the spell breaks. They don't want you to know this, but now you do. If this video made you realize how much money is silently draining from your account every month, you're not alone. Millions of people are trapped in the subscription economy without even knowing it. But now you know. And knowledge is the first step toward financial freedom. Subscribe to this channel if you want more truth about the systems designed to keep you broke. We don't sugarcoat reality here. We show you exactly how your money disappears and what you can do to stop it. The financial awakening starts now.